Hey everybody and welcome to the List Critics. It is June. It is hot. It is me and Tanya doing lists. What's up, Tanya?
Yo, dog!
Sad to say it's going to be kind of a shorter episode, but we'll just try to make it awesome.
Well, that's because we are awesome.
Okay then. Alright, so let's start as we usually do with Pleated Jeans' Tumblr Gets Deep. 21 instances of people on Tumblr getting really deep.
How deep is that, John?
Don't ever do that again, please. That just... My neighbors might have heard that.
Oh, goddess.
Don't do that. Anyway, Mosby says the best fruits are hardest to open.
Uh-huh.
And Vagus Sodium says this fucking bowling ball is going to be delicious. I know it. Okay. Well, I call bullshit on that.
My brain, no.
Because durians are fucking nasty.
I never had them.
Well, they smell like gasoline, so how good could they taste when you think
Yeah.
All right, let's see. This one doesn't have names on it. First person says, okay, let's stop using the term butthurt. We're not 12 anymore. Next person says, you sound fanny troubled. And the next person says, a little booty bothered if you ask me. And the last one, someone is having a little tushy tantrum.
Okay, I like that one.
I think booty bothered is the best one there.
Booty bothered.
Xanabism says, why are there waiting lists for preschools? Babies are so small. 800 can fit in one room. Just stack them. That's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Vagiant says, me, before I take my first bite. Mom, is it good?
Oh, you know, I've actually encountered that plenty of times in my life.
Oh yeah, it's like, so how is it? Well, it's on the plate still.
I haven't had it yet, but hold on.
Tango Una Pregunta says, Tumblr is such a bizarre kind of social interaction. Like, the rules are so different here. I once unfollowed someone because they said prime numbers were ugly, and that was simply the last straw for me. Imagine hanging out with a friend and getting up from the table and never talking to them again because they told you they hated prime numbers. That's what I did.
What?
See, you know, what gets me about that one is that person is trying to frame that as being okay because it's Tumblr. No, it's still not okay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Lazy
No.
Bones Illustration says, no moment in life makes you feel more self-aware than when you're looking at yourself in the bathroom mirror at a party.
That depends on the people.
That does depend on the people. You are correct there.
Yes.
Treat Me Eat Me says, I may be one horny motherfucker, but I'm also one romantic motherfucker.
I bet you are a motherfucker.
You know what's slightly unnerving about it is that they have motherfucker as two separate words. So it's not motherfucker, it's motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's see, there we go. That's what I meant. Yeah, he's a motherfucker.
Lively Pacific says, it's 2016, why does Juicy Fruit Gum still only last 30 seconds?
You know, that's a good question, actually.
And it's not even a pleasant 30 seconds. I mean, if you're chewing Juicy Fruit, it's because they had no other gum available.
Yeah, I mean, and then you only get like 30, 35 seconds, and then that's it.
It's fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Scary Dirk says, blue flavored candy is always the best flavor of candy. Like, what the fuck? Blue raspberries aren't even a thing. We're literally eating the color blue as a flavor, and it's fucking magical.
I love blue raspberry. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but it's like, why is it blue?
Because blue is amazing.
Why couldn't it be red like raspberry is?
Because blue is amazing.
All right. Lol Minute says, never trust anyone that puts noses in their smiley faces. And Anathema, not Anathema, but Anathema, says, okay, but listen, and posts a smiley face with a nose. Innocent wants to have a good sweet time, and then a smiley face without a nose. Screaming internally, sarcastic, hates life, where the fuck is their nose?
I ate it.
You'll be alright. Wiki Life Advice says, stop your addiction to being right. Maxi Satan Official says, good advice for everyone who isn't me.
Oh. Snap.
Snap. Itchy Coil says, whenever you're feeling a sudden calm, it's because I took your voodoo doll out for a picnic on a grassy hill. Well, that's nice.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's a happy thing, I guess.
That's nice. Wad Padfix says, you know that feeling when when someone throws you something and you catch it really well, like with one hand, and you save it from nearly dropping, or you caught it from a massive distance, and everyone around you lights up like, yo, good catch, nice. I want to live in that feeling. It is so pure.
Okay.
It is so specific. Cage Buki says, hashtag waste a dog's time 2K16. Pretend to throw the ball, but don't actually throw it. My uncle had a dog that was a little bit on the derpy side.
Derpy.
And instead of doing the fake throw, we would throw snowballs. And she'd chase the snowball, and then it would shatter, and she'd look confused, like, where did it go?
Aww.
And then you'd grab another one, and she'd be like, oh, there it is! And then you'd throw it, and she'd chase it, and it would shatter, like, and she'd look around, like, where did it go? Like, she'd literally be like, huh?
Aww.
Huh? Very
Little
derpy
one.
dog. Yeah. Sunflower says, reblog if you don't lift, but you still have strong muscles from carrying the weight of your sins. Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Chaha says 2017 is like 6 months away, and I still think 2007 was 3 years ago. Thigh School replies with, it's going to be like this for the rest of our lives, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Danyan Ring says, don't let another person ruin your day. Ruin your own damn day.
But I often do ruin my own damn day, so...
That's better than having somebody else ruin it for you.
Oh, this is true.
Robot Moxie says, secondhand embarrassment is pure agony, and I wish a lot of comedy didn't rely on it. Yeah. I'd agree with that, actually.
Yeah.
Manufacturing says, me seeing a dog. Me. Hello, dog. Dog. Boof. Me. Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
I guess because the dog answered.
Okay.
Have you ever
Have
you ever seen a dog and just been like, "Hello, dog"? You go, greetings, dog.
No, but now I might have to do that.
Yeah, you're right. I might have to do that. This Unmoistened. That's the person's name. Unmoistened.
Unmoistened. Okay.
Unmoistened says, I don't have a nervous system. I am a nervous system.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yes. And finally, this one doesn't have a name, but it says, Mom, why are you on your phone so much? Me. Well, I pay so damn much for it, I might as well get my money's worth. True that.
Well, okay.
All right, out of 21, I feel these were more jokey than usual.
Yeah, it's almost like, Tumblr gets jokey.
Yeah, it was less like stoned shower thoughts and more like the Twitter jokes. So out of 21, I'm gonna give it like a 15.
I'm actually gonna go a little lower and say 13.
Well, maybe the Twitter jokes will be all existential now.
Existential.
Let's try it out. Well, so 15 Twitter jokes everyone should read. Calvin at Calvin McLeod says, Dog Boss, any messages for me? Dog Assistant, just one from Mr. A Good Boy. Dog Boss, who's a good boy? Dog Assistant, tail starts wagging. That's like a joke a 4-year-old would tell.
I literally just sat here and went, uh-huh.
Like, that's like a joke like a little kid tells, and you have to pretend it's funny.
Yeah. No.
If it's not. Shut Up Mike at Shut Up Mike In says, I gotta stop bringing up finishing seasons of TV shows like it's an accomplishment. People do that, though.
Do they really?
Yeah. Like, they talk about, like, they finished season X of whatever, like they beat a video game or something.
Oh, I mean, like, if you beat a video game, that's one thing, but finishing a season of TV is, like, an accomplishment? I mean, like, really?
I mean, maybe if it's a really bad show, it takes endurance to sit through. Like, if you like, watched every episode of Friends, I applaud you because you're a magnificent bastard.
I can't watch that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bob Wolfoff says, Therapist, let's pick some attainable goals. Me, happiness. Therapist, nope. Me, love. Therapist, not quite. Me, lunch. Therapist, now we're talking.
Sometimes you got to do it that way. You got to order your day that way with small goals, and then
Love, happiness? Nah, we're getting lunch, son.
lunch. You say to yourself lunch, and then you go, okay, now I'm going to do this, and then you do it, and then it's like accomplished.
Well, I think the joke was more that the therapist knows that they're not going to get happiness or love, so they might as well set their sights a lot lower.
Well, I mean,
Alicia Hawks says, once at O'Hare I saw a lady wearing a jean jacket with an airbrushed portrait of Diana Ross on it. She turned around and it was Diana Ross.
Okay.
This is the second List Critics in a row I've done that had some creepy Diana Ross thing in it.
Apparently Diana Ross is a thing.
Because you remember last month when we did this, it had the thing with Bill Cosby looking for Diana Ross?
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I'm just like, okay.
Apparently she's a very strange person. Viney at Viney Yill says, want to see something cool? I turned my mouse sensitivity up to 6 and struggled to click the OK button. Whoa, she's bucking like a bronco.
Woo.
That person is trying so hard, but they're not accomplishing anything.
Yeah, that's a major try-hard right there.
Chris Worthington at Some Chris Tweet says, connect with others by being open. Show what's really inside. Pour yourself out. Paint the room with your blood. Frame them for your murder. Okay, I like that one.
Okay, that was... Okay.
Bucky Isotope at Bucky Isotope says, me, 3D prints a girlfriend. Hey, baby. 3D girlfriend. 3D prints a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend?
Uh-huh. Didn't make me laugh.
What the shit, dude? Alright, Tom Sauce at Trojan Sauce says, how come Paul Simon gets all the first names and Art Garfunkel just gets random words? Okay, that's kind of... That's not bad.
That's not too bad.
Art Garfunkel does sound like his parents threw a dictionary in the air and just kind of like... Josh at I Wear a Onesie says, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Me, drunk, about to get bit by a raccoon.
Okay.
See, now I don't think that's a joke. I think that happened.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's like a thing, you know?
Amy Dillon at Amy Dillon says, hot singles in your area are turning down the thermostat without negotiating with anyone.
Okay.
I'm almost laughing at how bad that is.
This
Insert clever handle at LMHP Hot Dog says, when people say 9 out of 10 forest fires are caused by humans, all I hear is, there's a bear out there who knows how to use matches. Alright, well that's dumb, but when you think about it, like, what is causing that 10th forest fire? If not people.
People are farting way too much in forests, and, you know...
That would be caused by people then, right?
Well, I guess so, but I mean,
maybe lightning would be the answer to that.
Yeah.
Lionheart Lionheart at Not a Login says the middle initials RR, a ranked list. Number 1, J.R.R. Tolkien. Number 2, George R.R. Martin. And 3, the children are our future. God damn it! It got me with that one.
That was so stupid.
Fuck that joke for making me laugh. That was awful. Oscar at Oscar says, a death metal song about an Excel spreadsheet not doing what I want.
Yeah.
There's no joke there.
There's no joke, but okay.
Fred at Regular Fred says, wife, that's never going to work. Husband, you're so negative, Sandra. Wife, you're planting bird seeds. Husband, let me grow my birds, woman.
This is painful.
Good lord, these used to be so funny. What the fuck happened?
Like, this is really painful. Like, I feel like I'm like...
Like, honestly, there's only one more. It's probably going to suck, but, like, what happened to Twitter jokes?
Twitter jokes is seriously becoming horrible, John. Like, geez.
What the hell happened?
I don't know, but this is painful. Like, this is really painful.
Are there no more funny people in this world? All right. Last one, Donna McCoy says, if you can't remember my name, just say donuts. I'll turn around and look. Out of 15, I'll give that like a 2.
I was gonna say 2.
Yeah.
That was painful. God.
See, now, this comment is funnier than all those put together. It's, I once ordered a thick and crusty Supreme from Domino's. They sent Diana Ross.
Okay.
See, that's actually funny.
That made me giggle. Okay, yeah.
that person should be on Twitter making jokes.
That Twitter joke section just sucked.
Like, what the hell? Yeah, but it's been bad. It's getting worse. What's going on with that shit?
We may have to rename it instead of Twitter jokes, just be like, Tanya and John make fun of Twitter.
I guess so, right?
I mean, seriously. God.
Holy shit nipples, Batman.
That was painful. Ugh.
Yeah.
A couple of times I thought you were right. It was like a 2 or 3-year-old trying to tell a joke, and you're like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. All right. The Anime fan sent me a really quick list here, but I think it's interesting. It's 4 things that he hasn't done yet in gaming.
I can name a few things. Okay, go for it.
Okay. Well, number 4 is beat the original Zelda. Sure, use internet, but what in... Oh, God. Dude, did you translate this a couple times for Babelfish?
What, is it like...
I'm going to read this exactly the way he wrote it, okay?
Okay.
Beat the original Zelda. Sure, use internet, but what in the fun reward of getting help and not doing it myself?
It saves? It is!
You bet! You did well.
I have no idea what that meant.
Well, I assume that he's never beaten Zelda 1, and he doesn't want to use a walkthrough.
Well, I could see that, but I mean, if you don't know the game, really know it like you and I know it, then
it takes a while, yeah.
I mean...
Number 3, hitting up the arcades. Hearing stories about how the 80s, 90s, and how they dominated those gaming decades makes me wish I knew what was cool in the arcade era.
Well, I mean, in the arcades, I mean, I used to love arcades back in the day.
I mean, arcades of today are very different.
When you hear arcade today, it doesn't mean anything like it used to mean.
It's Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. I remember going into an arcade, John, and being like, you would see, a whole bunch of kids, and they all be like crowding around like the fighting games, you know?
Yeah, like Street Fighter 2 or whatever. To give you if the Anime fans is listening, to give you an idea of what the arcades were like back then.
Oh, so
And I'm not talking about like some like Neo Geo machine in a pizzeria. I'm talking about like an actual arcade.
Yeah,
there's like 100 games. They're all tuned up to top volume.
Yeah.
There's like 1 million kids screaming their heads off, and they're blasting music. The place smells like stale soda and nachos and sweat.
Pizza.
And pizza.
Yeah.
And it's almost traumatizing, but in a way very exhilarating.
Yeah, but, and then when you finally able to squeeze into a game, and you're fighting against some kid you don't even know, and you beat his ass, and it's just like,
For that brief moment, you are the king or queen, as the case may be.
You really are. It's a tremendous feeling. I miss that. I do. I actually miss that.
Number 2. At last passing stage 2 of Donkey Kong. It's not that I can't do it. It's mostly due the fact that I know, mate, how fast or slow I try. I just can't keep a set pattern on beating it.
Okay.
Alright, okay, aside from the English, I just want to say that you're telling me it's not that you can't do it, it's that you can't do it.
I mean, I'm like really registering that in my head, and
Yeah. If you could do it, then just do it. Donkey Kong takes like 30 seconds to beat.
Yeah, it's actually not that long. It really is.
It has 4 stages. They're all one screen. They all have pretty predictable patterns. And finally, number 1, fatalities. So what, you hit the buttons fast, timing the commands correctly. I don't know how to pull it off. And here I am 22, knowing what the ESRB is, and yet not doing something that was part of the creation of the ESRB. Screw my life.
Well, I remember the first time I did a fatality in the original Mortal Kombat, and it was satisfying.
There were a couple. Well, there were 3 fatalities that were like ridiculously easy to do. There was Scorpions, which all you had to do was like jam the joystick up a bunch of times.
But you had to hit block and then up.
You don't have to hit block though. Like you could just keep flicking it up, and he'll jump, and when he comes down, he'll do the fatality.
I always did the block. It just made it easier.
Johnny Cage is like forward, 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 high punch. So
Is
that's
that
like
what it was? I can't remember.
it's forward, 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 high punch, and it's at close range. So it's like the easy. You don't have to worry about where you are. You just have to be right next to the person. Forward, 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 high punch.
Oh, that's right. And then you knock the block off. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Luke Hang's was just twirling the joystick.
Which was stupid. I hated his fatality. It was so stupid.
His was lame. But you know why it was lame? It was because he was supposed to be the good guy.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I won't kill this person. And it's like, oh, come on. Yeah. It's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Get some balls. 5.
Well, out of 4, I mean, I'm going to give it a 3. Because I really don't understand the Donkey Kong thing at all.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you a 2 on that. Sorry,
I just don't understand. Like, it's not that I can't beat Donkey Kong. It's that I can't beat it. Like, what?
But I mean, let me tell you, dude. If you ever find an arcade, a real arcade, go in and treat yourself for just like a half an hour.
It's a thing of the past.
He's
not going to find one unless he.
You don't think he's going to find one at all? No.
Unless he goes to Japan.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, right. Japan still has them. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I mean, they're making games for arcade in Japan still. Like
That's so cool.
The new Dissidia is.
It's right. It's an arcade-only thing, yeah.
I mean, I assume they'll port it to a console eventually, but...
See, I love stuff like that. I used to love arcades. Oh, man, it makes me nostalgic.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Hold on a second. I had a text file that I wanted to bring up that had lists in it. Let me go to YouTube. List critics. Where is my list? What the fuck is this shit? Is this what I'm looking for?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. This is not the exact thing that I was looking for, but I'll do it.
Okay.
Not gonna do it. Okay, so I got a couple here from Listverse. This is a list of hoaxes, Tanya. Bizarre musical hoaxes.
Musical hoaxes. I know my fair share. Okay.
Okay. Can you give me an example of one that you might think might be on this list?
Oh God. Musical hoaxes. Well, the whole Tupac thing. I mean, there was, that Tupac is.
It's more of a conspiracy theory kind of thing.
Well, I thought that was more of a hoax, type of thing.
Well, because I don't know if it's a hoax or not. I mean, there are just people who just. They want to believe he's still out there,
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right. Well, here, number 10 has to do with Nine Inch Nails. Nine Inch Nails' Strobe Light. As the lead singer, songwriter, and sole consistent member of industrial rock legends Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor has gained a reputation as a visionary innovator, less well known as his love of practical jokes. Back in 2009, Reznor suddenly announced he would release an album called Strobe Lights via the internet, suspiciously timed to be available on April 1st. The album, supposedly produced by Timbaland and featuring such tracks as This Rhythm Is Infected and Clap Track Crack Slap, could supposedly be downloaded for $18.98 plus a $10 digital delivery convenience fee. You can't tell it's not real when he wants nearly $30 for it.
Come on, really?
Each download came with an exclusive photo and a free Gmail account from sponsors Google.
Come on.
That's funny. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, the date of the release should have been a red flag, not to mention the album art and the reassuring disclaimer that your email address will be kept confidential and will not be used for spam unless we can make some money selling it.
This thought just occurred to me, and it just, I don't know why it just occurred. I don't know if this is more of an urban legend or a hoax, but what about the whole if you reverse the album of one of the Carpenters there, it's like satanic or something like that?
Well, somebody did a study and they found that listening to backwards talk, the word Satan is the most easily there's so many words that sound like Satan when you say them backwards.
That's so weird.
So that's why you hear it you hear about the Carpenters or Led Zeppelin or Britney Spears or whoever. It's always, backwards satanic messages. Because there are a lot of words in the English language that sound like Satan when played backwards. So anyway, yeah, it was an April Fool's gag, and just a few months earlier, Reznor's fellow rocker Chris Cornell of Soundgarden fame had genuinely put on an album produced by Timbaland, which the Nine Inch Nails frontman publicly dismissed as embarrassing. It seems the April Fool's hoax was simply Reznor's way of further mocking Cornell's new pop direction.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Number 9, Fleetwood Mac, The Mystery to Me Tour. As well as highly acclaimed and influential albums such as Rumors and Tusk, Fleetwood Mac is known for the turbulent relationships and frequent lineup changes that define its early career. Drummer Mick Fleetwood is the only member to stay with the band throughout its history. Things came to a head during the tour to promote their 1973 album Mystery to Me when it emerged that guitarist Bob Weston was having an affair with Fleetwood's wife. Weston was eventually fired, and the band informed their manager Cliff Davis that the tour would have to be canceled. Furious, Davis simply formed a new Fleetwood Mac and sent the fake band out to continue the tour as planned. Davis insisted that he owned the group's name and was therefore entitled to do whatever he wanted with it. Most fans of the group and the real Fleetwood Mac members felt otherwise, and a series of lawsuits ensued to further complicate the band's troubled history. Oddly, the ruse did actually produce a real band called Stretch, made up of members of the fake Fleetwood Mac, who had a hit with Why Did You Do It? The real Fleetwood Mac won a lawsuit against Clifford Davis and promptly fired him as their manager. From that day forward, the band never had another manager again. Never heard of that. I
never heard of that one.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, like, you say we can't do this tour, and he's like, all right, well, I'm going to make another band. Like, imagine if we had a game we were working on and we canceled it, and then, like, somebody was like, well, I'm going to make my own Kazara Studios and make the game.
That'd be weird. That'd be really weird.
It is weird, yeah.
And fucked up, too, actually. Yeah.
Number 8, Kanye West, Mama's Boyfriend. Some call him a musical genius, others see him as an overrated egomaniac, and why can't it be both? But Kanye West has certainly had a remarkable impact on the recent music scene. In 2010, Kanye performed the song Mama's Boyfriend for a closed audience at Facebook headquarters, and rumors soon spread that it was one of the tracks to be included on his forthcoming album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Of course, when the album was released, the song was nowhere to be found, which led fans to take matters into their own hands. A bootleg version of the song was discovered on the net a short while later and received widespread coverage, with many music sites promoting the track as authentic. However, it was later revealed the song had been created by taking West's vocal track and placing it over a homemade beat. According to the song's real producer, Q-Tip, a number of different versions of the songs were produced, one featuring a guest appearance by Soulja Boy, but it was never officially released in any form. The fan-created bootleg version didn't resemble any version of the real track.
Well, I hate Kanye anyway, so it's like, what do I fucking care?
He's an asshole. But that happens all the time with musical artists. Like, if you remember back in, like, the LimeWire and, like, Kaza days.
LimeWire.
You would get a track, and it would be, like, some other band, you know?
I remember, and I'll freely admit this, I remember I had LimeWire, and I was supposedly downloading Enter Sandman, Metallica, and instead...
Wait a minute. Even after the whole fucking Napster thing, you were really downloading Metallica?
I actually did that on purpose, just to do that.
Why? You weren't afraid that lawyers were going to come after you or whatever?
At that point in time, I literally said, because I was a rebel, I was a little rebel.
Oh, you're like, fuck the police, huh?
I was like, fuck the police. Shit. But no, I downloaded it, and instead of Metallica Enter Sandman, I got Chop Suey.
Okay. Yeah, that's very different.
Yeah, and I went, oh, okay.
I mean, that's not what I thought it was, you know?
Still good. I'm like, okay.
I remember hearing a story about, some bands do this, like Dream Theater was into doing this, that they would put out a fake version of an album on file sharing and shit.
Hold on, my ferret is getting into things and she's going to knock something over.
Okay. We have a limited amount of time, but we got to pause because of a ferret.
What is now?
I think I need me a Hennessy latte right about now.
You don't belong up there. Okay.
Anyway, when the album Octavarium was coming out, Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater put out James LaBrie's solo album, and he mislabeled all the tracks as the Octavarium tracks. And it became so widely known that, like, there were people who, like, were fans that bought the like, they didn't buy the album, they downloaded it, but it was the solo album from the singer. And because it's the same singer, they think, well, that's Dream Theater, it sounds like them, you know? And then they would go to concerts, and they'd be playing songs that are completely different, you know? And
Like, what
there
the
was
hell
one
is this?
story about a couple who were going to get married, and they wanted to walk down the aisle to the song I Walk Beside You. And the DJ said he had the song, and it wound up being something from James LaBrie's solo album. And I don't know if you've ever heard James LaBrie's solo work. It's a lot heavier than Dream Theater.
No, I haven't heard it yet.
So
No.
the first two were a little soft, but after that his solo albums are like a mixture of like Queensryche and Megadeth, you know. And then eventually they got even heavier, like he was doing like death metal stuff. But
Oh, sweet.
the crazy thing is, you know, like you think it's going to be this ballad about walking beside somebody as you walk down the aisle, and you get this like thrash song. That's hilarious at a wedding, you know.
Instead of walking down the aisle, you get you
have to like sprint down the aisle at that point. And I wonder which song on, because it was Elements of Persuasion, his third album. None of them, there were no ballads on that album, so they were all heavy. So that is, no matter which track it was funny.
That's funny. Okay.
Number 7, Platinum Weird Make Believe. I don't know what that means, but let's see. Platinum Weird were supposedly formed in 1974, only to quickly collapse and fade into obscurity before being returned to the spotlight in 2006 by former member Dave Stewart of Eurythmics fame. In reality, the band would turn out to be one of the most elaborate and well-planned hoaxes in musical history. An actual album sounding vaguely similar to Fleetwood Mac was actually produced for the hoax, as well as a documentary narrated by Dan Aykroyd. Okay, so essentially, they came up with this idea that they had been around in the 70s and were reuniting, but they never existed in the 70s.
That's crazy.
That's really cool, actually, though.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool.
Okay, number 6 is the Beatles' Klaatu.
What?
I don't know. In 1976, a rumor began to circulate that over a decade earlier, the Beatles had secretly recorded an album under the name Klaatu as a follow-up to their famous album Revolver. Coinciding with the better-known Paul is Dead rumor, the album was said to have been recorded and then discarded after Paul McCartney died and was replaced by a look-alike named Billy Shears. The lost recordings supposedly surfaced again in 1975 and were compiled into the album in question, which was released the next year. The truth is that Klaatu was an actual band which released multiple albums. Their final U.S. album came out in 1980, and that they never had anything to do with the Beatles at all. The rumor began after a music journalist for the Providence Journal, Steve Smith, began promoting his theory that the two bands were one and the same. Later, a Connecticut DJ named Charlie Parker backed the theory on air, and it became widely believed. Die-hard fans, as they always seem to do, discovered a number of clues proving the theory. Choosing to completely ignore the hard fact that Klaatu existed long after the Beatles fell apart, continued to make music, and have completely denied any connection to the more famous group.
Okay.
So that's like the Tupac thing, that people really want to believe it, even though there's no way, you know?
There's no way, but they still want to believe.
Number 5 has to do with Radiohead. Just a few years ago, Radiohead was supposedly leaked a song from the band's early days called Putting Ketchup in the Fridge, or alternatively, How Do You Sit Still? Wow, those two song titles have nothing to do with each other.
Have nothing to do with each other, yeah.
However, as you'd expect by now, the song turned out to have nothing to do with the band. In reality, the track was produced by a Canadian baker named Christoph Stopa, who wrote and recorded the song in 2002 and recognized it when it was emerged credited to Radiohead Online. His original recording was titled Sit Still.
Uh-huh.
So how did it become Putting Ketchup in the Fridge?
How do you go from sit still to ketchup in the fridge?
I really would like to know that. Okay, this next one, number 4, has to do with Kurt Cobain. And it's not that he's still alive.
Oh, I was going to say, is he still alive?
No, he's pretty dead. There are now so many fake Nirvana recordings circulating, the entire web pages have been dedicated to keeping track of them. One of the most convincing fakes emerged in 1997 when a man named William Clark claimed to have discovered a lost demo recording by Fecal Matter, a pre-Nirvana project formed by Kurt Cobain and drummer Dave Crover of the Melvins. Clark passed the recordings to an overeager trader and music collector named Rob Holmes. Once Holmes got a hold of the recordings, things quickly escalated beyond a simple prank. Many avid collectors rejoiced that a lost work from Cobain's earlier days had finally been found. though some had their doubts, noticeably because despite Cover's supposed involvement, the fake demo lacked any drums. Many fans were willing to believe the recordings were the real thing. However, suspicion grew until 1998 when William Clark finally put the hoax to rest by admitting to faking the recordings. The real Fecal Matter demo was apparently discovered by a trader in 2000, although it has not subsequently been circulated.
Well, I mean, if it's real, of course it's not going to be circulated, really, and they're going to hold on to it for themselves, you know?
Well, things like that have a way of getting out eventually. I mean, that's like, you know that Martin Shkreli guy? The asshole?
The asshole,
with the world's most punchable face. Apparently, you know how he bought that Wu-Tang Clan album? Like he bought the entire rights to it and nobody but him can ever hear it?
Right, yeah.
So he tried to do that with Kanye West. He tried to, because Kanye had an album coming out and he wanted to buy exclusive rights to it. And
go for it.
apparently somebody faked like a Twitter account online, and he sent this fake person like millions of dollars.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he didn't know that it was a hoax until like the next day Kanye like performed songs from the album at some concert, and he was all like, "Who the hell did I send my money to? You know, what the fuck?" You know, he blew up on Twitter. It was hilarious.
Okay, that's amazing.
That's a hoax I can get behind.
That's a hoax I can get behind.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
number 3 is one that you're probably familiar. It has to do with the White Stripes. There's only 2 members. They're husband and wife, but for the longest time they claimed to be brother and sister.
Oh.
They have the same last name because they are married, and they claim to be brother and sister because they felt that if people knew that they were actually a married couple, that they would focus on the relationship instead of the music. The thing is that I get that, but the White Stripes fucking suck, so...
I hated the White Stripes.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
Yeah.
So maybe people should focus on their relationship instead of their music, because their music is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 has to do with Pink Floyd. Released in 1994, The Division Bell is one of Pink Floyd's most successful albums. With a theme of solving problems through communication, it went on to sell over 17 million copies. And had guest vocals from Stephen Hawking, I might add. Ironically, the release of the album also generated a hoax by an unknown internet user with the handle Publius, or maybe it's Publius, it's Publius, who claimed that a series of secret messages could be uncovered within the art and lyrics of the album itself. The tactic this mysterious figure used to keep this hoax going was a common one, volume. He or she made post after post on Usenet claiming that there was a riddle hidden in the album. At first, most Usenet users were annoyed by the posts and attempted to rebuke them, yet the more the matter was discussed, the more people began to believe it. Some have claimed that Publius was secretly a member of the band, posting anonymously in order to add a sense of mystery to the release. Speculation was increased after the word Publius was apparently featured in several Pink Floyd concerts. When asked about the short sound clip at the beginning of the album and the puzzling phone conversation at the end, guitarist David Gilmour did say that he liked puzzling people. Drummer Nick Mason subsequently suggested the whole thing was a marketing ploy by someone at the record label. Whether the riddle is even real or not remains unknown. Pink Floyd fans are split into 2 camps, those who believe the posts and work tirelessly to uncover the hidden riddle, and those who couldn't care less and prefer to simply enjoy the album for the masterpiece it is.
Well, then that's not really a hoax. It's more like a...
I don't think you can call it a hoax unless it's proven false.
Yeah, and that's not been proven false either way. So, I mean...
Yeah. But Pink Floyd has a history of doing this.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a hoax. I think it's just a thing.
It probably is, but we can't really call it a hoax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, and finally, number 1, this has to do with Daft Punk.
Oh, God.
If there is any band in the modern music industry that has retained a sense of mystery, it is the legendary French duo known as Daft Punk. The pair have never publicly revealed their faces, preferring to leave their fans to just focus on their music, including the soundtrack for the 2010 movie Tron. I think they mean Tron Legacy.
Tron Legacy, yeah.
Shortly before the movie was released, a band named The Third Twin put out some songs that turned out to sound remarkably similar to the soundtrack. This led to the claims that The Third Twin was actually Daft Punk themselves, releasing music under the new name to avoid contract disputes. Supposedly, the band recorded 12 tracks for the Disney movie, which were rejected by this company shortly afterwards. Not wishing to let the music go to waste, Daft Punk simply put them online under a different name so they could be enjoyed by all. As is the case with most rumors, the whole thing should have been taken with a grain of salt. When asked about the affair, the band's management denied the whole thing, saying that none of the songs recorded for the movie Tron, for the Tron soundtrack, remained unused. Unfortunately, in today's connected world, those sorts of rumors can spread before anyone has a chance to stop them. You know, who was it? Somebody did something like that. There was a band that...
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Well, Mike Oldfield did that. I know that. He did that with Tubular Bells too.
Tubular Bells too. Yeah, that's what it was.
And then there was a band. Oh, Green Day.
Green Day. Yeah, thank you.
Pretended to be another band, and they released an album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But you know, that's not really a hoax either, though. I mean, it's more like a smokescreen than
it's
a
more
hoax.
like just a rumor.
Yeah, you know.
Like a hoax is when somebody is trying to fool somebody. This is just like, hey, is this, true or not?
Yeah, I mean...
Regardless of that, it was a very interesting list. Most of these I did not know. The only one that I was really familiar with was the White Stripes thing.
Yeah.
So out of 10, I will give it a 10.
I'm gonna say 9.
9?
9.
9.
9.
9!
9!
I have another music list here from List First. I think this is funny. It's top 10 rockers who are better than Elvis.
Well, shit, okay.
I honestly thought that Elvis was very overrated.
You know, I listened to some of his music back in the day.
It's fun.
I'm not impressed.
That's
I'm
about
really
all.
not.
You know what it is? Okay, like whether or not you're into his music, the fact remains he didn't write any of it.
No, he didn't. He just performed.
And he would even say, he said, I didn't write no songs, I just sang them.
Right. He just performed them.
But let me quickly run through this to see what are 10 rockers that they say are better than Elvis. And just glancing at it, it seems to be people from that era.
Oh.
So
okay.
basically, the person who wrote this, who goes by the name Maggot, is refuting his title at the time of the king of rock and roll. He's saying that these other 10 were better at the time.
Okay.
Number 10 is Link Wray. I have no idea who Link Wray is.
Neither do I.
So apparently he was the first rocker to do power chords, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting tidbit.
Oh, he did Rumble. All right, I know him then. I know Rumble. That was like one of the earliest like heavy rock songs.
Rumble.
Yeah. Okay. It didn't have any words. It was just guitar. Number 9 is Dwayne Eddy.
Who?
Would you consider him rock and roll?
I don't even know who it is.
I think that's questionable. I'm somewhat familiar, but number 8 is Jerry Lee Lewis.
No.
I only know one song. I know Great Balls of Fire. It's the only song by him that I know.
It's the only one I know, and I can tell it now. No.
I know that there was a whole thing in Beavis and Butthead about he kicked the piano and did his sister or something like that, and Beavis was like, maybe he should kick his sister and do the piano. Or his cousin. It's just, he married his 13-year-old cousin when he was 23.
Yeah, fucking... Oh.
God.
Yeah.
Number 7, Little Richard. Little Richard was interesting. He was the first, like, shock rocker.
Yeah,
He would come out of a coffin at his concerts, and today that would be hokey, but in the 50s that was scandalous.
I Little Richard, you know what? I think,
He's definitely better than Elvis.
Yeah, definitely better than Elvis. Yeah, definitely.
Number 6 is Buddy Holly.
Nah, I don't know.
All right, look. I mean, he has some good songs, but his music is some serious white people shit.
Yeah, right.
And when you look at the earliest of rock and roll, it was created by black people, and then here comes this nerd from Texas who totally appropriated the whole thing, and tried his best to sound black when he sang.
He still wasn't, though. Like,
no, it was some serious white people shit. Number 5, Gene Vincent.
I don't even know who that
He's
is.
a one-hit wonder. He did Bebop Alula.
Oh. I didn't know who it was.
Well, now you know. Yeah, you know the song, but not the name, you know?
Right, yeah.
Number 4 is Eddie Cochran. Okay. I'll go along with that.
I'll go along with that. Okay.
Because he actually was inspired by Elvis. He was doing, like, the more contemporary music, and then he saw Elvis perform, and he was like, I could steal that.
Yeah, I could do it better.
So, yeah. I mean, Summertime Blues is a big hit.
Well, Summertime Blues, yeah. That was...
Bo Diddley is number 3.
Who?
Bo Diddley.
Who?
You don't know Bo Diddley, really?
No.
Good Lord, Tanya.
I'm not up in that area, you know?
All right. Well, number 2 is Carl Perkins. I don't know who that is, so we got that.
What's the name?
Carl Perkins.
Vaguely familiar. I
I
can't
have-
place them.
Oh, he wrote Blue Suede Shoes.
Blue Suede Shoes, yeah.
He wrote that. I
okay.
mean, everybody knows that Elvis covered it, but that was the original. All right. Now I know who it is. Apparently, he got into a big car accident and was paralyzed. Huh. And number 1 is Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry?
I'll agree with that.
I think I can go with that.
I'll
yeah.
agree with that. He was better than Elvis.
Yeah.
Better. I mean, he was better at playing guitar. That's for. He may not have had the same like voice because Elvis was a better singer, but Chuck Berry was writing his own songs and he was better at the guitar.
Much better at the guitar.
And he was playing electric guitar before Elvis got into that. So this is interesting. Out of 10, what do you say, Tanya?
I'm gonna say 8.
8. Okay, I'm gonna say 7.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bonus for Fats Domino. I guess that's honorable mention.
Fats Domino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another music list, Tanya, but has to do with album covers.
You mean how they're completely insane?
Well, some of them are, yet. This is 10 banned controversial album covers.
Oh, I probably know a few of them. Okay, go ahead.
What's one that you think of immediately?
Immediately?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think of one from Within Temptation, actually.
Yeah, it's probably going to be heavy metal throughout. Like, when you think of controversial music, hip-hop is, like, the first thing to think of. But the album covers for hip-hop are always just, like, some guy, you know? Heavy metal always has some freaky shit on the cover.
I was going to say, or Disturbed, or...
Well, the Scorpions had a few that really controversial ones. They had the one with the little girl that was naked. They had the one where the guy was like had his hand on the chick's tit. You know.
Oh yeah, that's
with
right.
the bubble gum or whatever the hell that was supposed to be. So they had a couple of weird ones.
Devil Driver had one that was banned actually. Now that
the
I remember.
Beatles also had one with the baby dolls and the meat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I haven't looked at this list yet. So let's see. Number 10 is. Yeah. Typo Negative's first album, The Origin of the Feces.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you were to buy this album now, like on iTunes or whatever the fuck, you get the record and the cover is a bunch of dancing skeletons. But the original was actually a close-up of a butthole.
It was...
A hairy butthole.
Pretty scandalous back. Yeah.
And it was supposedly Pete Steele's butt. And you know what's fun? Okay, Peter Steele, he posed for the first album cover spreading his butt cheeks apart so you could see his balloon knot. And then later he posed nude in Playgirl, and then he wondered why gay guys were hitting on him all the time.
Well, there you go, dude, you know?
I mean, like, you showed your dick in Playgirl, which is mostly not bought by women but by gay men, and then, you know, you put your butthole out there. I mean, of course people are going to think you're gay.
Yeah. So you gotta get hit on, dude. I mean, come on, you know?
Well, he wound up doing a song that was purposefully homophobic so that it would stop gay guys from liking him.
Jeez.
Didn't work. Number 9 is Pantera's Far Beyond Driven.
Oh, Pantera. Yeah, okay.
The record, as most people have seen it, as I've seen it anyway, was the skull with the drill in it. But originally the drill was going up a butt.
Going up a butt. Yeah, that's...
Which actually really really goes with the title Far Beyond Driven.
Far Beyond Driven. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there being a whole thing about that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I think it's funny, but I could see how people would be bothered.
Yeah.
Number 8 is the band Amorica, the album The Black Crowes. Or is it The Black Crowes Amorica? Oh, yeah, okay, it's The Black Crowes Amorica.
I don't know that one.
Okay, well, it was just a triangle, like American flag triangle, with black background, but the original was that it was actually a bikini bottom, and you can see little pubes poking out.
That's not too bad. I mean, come on, you know.
Well, considering it came out in 1994, and you put pubic hairs on it, you can see why that would be controversial, right?
Back then, yeah, I could see that.
Number 7 is the original cover for Guns N' Roses' first album, Appetite for Destruction.
Guns N' Roses.
I mean, it had the one we saw was the cross with the skulls made up like the band members. The original album cover was actually on the inside. They put it on the inside. It had that, you know, that like creature jumping over the fence with like knives or teeth, and there was like that robot raping a chick or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Wasn't there a big shitstorm about that too back then?
Well, they never released it with that cover. They flipped it around so that was on the inside of the album.
I could have sworn there was like a media shitstorm about that.
Oh yeah, because people still saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 6 is Marilyn Manson's Holy Wood in the Shadow.
Well, you know what? Put Marilyn Manson's name on just the whole list, and there you go. Okay.
The full album is Holy Wood in the Shadow of the Valley of Death. because he's crucified on the album cover.
Oh, well, there you go. You're going to piss off the Christians.
Oh,
you know?
Gives a shit.
John.
No, seriously. I mean, like, Jesus is not the only person in the history of the world to be crucified.
No, it's true. Quite a few people were crucified back in the day.
Number 5 is Alice Cooper's Love It to Death. Now, I'm looking at both the original and the... Oh, because he's thrusting his hand down his pants.
Oh!
He has his hand down his pants and his thumb is poking out of the fly, so it looks like a dick. And they censored it. Well, it wasn't Alice Cooper. It was Alice Cooper, but he was in character as Vincent Furnier or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, he has his thumb poked through the fly, and it looks like a penis, even though it's not.
That's kind of juvenile.
I know it was not. Yeah, but that's the thing. It is juvenile. It's like, get over it. That shouldn't be controversial.
That's not really controversial.
I mean, if he actually had his dick out, I can understand that.
Yeah, but it was his thumb. I mean, come on, dude. You know?
Okay, this one only shows the censored one, and I'd have to click a link to see it, but I don't want to because I know the album. It's Blind Faith's, their only album. I don't know if you know Blind Faith.
I don't know Blind Faith, no.
They had a topless 11-year-old girl on the cover for some reason.
Okay, no, that's a big fact.
Don't know why. It was supposed to represent innocence or some shit, but, that's the way they sold it in other parts of the world. In the United States, it was just the band sitting there, so.
Fuck that noise, man.
Number three is similar. It only has the Scorpions Virgin Kill. I said that's the one with the naked little girl. The censored cover is just the band. The Scorpions, from what I understand, because I'm a big fan, but from what I understand, they did not decide what was their album covers back then. So, who knows who came up with that idea?
Some Fruit Loop.
Yeah. Number 2 is David Bowie's Diamond Dogs.
Oh, wait a minute, I know that one.
Well, that's the one where he's, like, laying on the ground, but, like, his lower half is like a dog's lower half.
Yeah, is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, but originally, like, the dog's, like, wiener was on full display.
Oh, my God.
And they re-released it to be less, anatomically correct, but it's like, I don't know, you see dog wiener all the time. I mean, who cares, right?
Oh, man. Well, it's censors. What can you do, right?
Yeah, that's a little crazy. It's not like it's human wiener. It's just dog wiener. All right, and number one is Yesterday and Today by the Beatles, which was the butcher cover, where they were dressed as butchers. They were covered in like slabs of meat, and they had like dismembered baby dolls.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts.
But what's crazy is the censorship was done very awkwardly. They took the cover, the sanitized cover, and made it a sticker, and they put it over the record. I guess they didn't want to pay to have more record sleeves put out.
Well, that's...
So if you wanted and you had some time on your hands, you could peel it off.
Oh, man. Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Out
man.
of 10, what do you say?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 10. Actually,
I'm gonna say 10 as well.
that was
Pretty
really
much.
yeah.
I expected it to be like 10 heavy metal covers.
I did too.
They went a little, they didn't go with the obvious. I mean, you had Typo Negative and Pantera, but they didn't go with all the, like, it could have been like 10 Cannibal Corpse covers,
Oh, can't gods. Or Cradle of Filth.
or Anal Cunt or something,
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, for not taking the low-hanging fruit, I give him a 10.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here.
I get about half an hour.
Okay. Well, The Escapist has a list here. I don't know if this is going to be interesting or not, but it's, let me just bring it up. I don't know if this is going to be interesting or not. It's 8 reasons Tom Hanks is one of the greatest actors of all time.
I bet you Forrest Gump is going to be on there.
So is it just movies, or, well, let's see. I'll try to figure out what it is.
I mean, is it his eyes, his nose, what?
It is literally just a list of movies.
That's, I mean, I can name on a couple cover at the bat. I mean, Saving Private Ryan, Big.
Well, let's see what they've chosen. I'll go through it rather quickly. The first one is Splash, which is like what? No.
I do like that movie. I do.
Come on, though.
I do.
The next one is Volunteers.
I don't even know that one.
It was with John Candy. Not exactly a good one.
Yeah.
Then we have Dragnet.
Oh, come on. Really?
No.
Really?
No.
Ah.
Then The Burbs. Are they only picking stuff from the 80s? Is that what's going on here? Okay, then we have... Okay, Forrest Gump. Now that was very good, yes.
Okay, there we go.
I will give them Forrest Gump. The next, Saving Private Ryan. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? Like Saving Private Ryan wasn't just like good because Tom Hanks. I mean, there's so many people in that movie. You had Matt Damon, you had Vin Diesel, there were a lot of great actors in it. I mean, not that Vin Diesel was great, but that was one of his better roles.
And the depiction of how they did the actual, the actual invasion and everything was...
Yeah, they didn't sanitize it. They didn't try to make it seem heroic.
No, they didn't glorify war.
Yeah, no, they showed you what it's really like. Oh, okay, this is one of my favorites. Road to Perdition is the next one.
Oh, Road to Perdition, yeah,
that was really good. And then the last one is Da Vinci Code, really?
Well, it did do really good at the box office. I mean,
but I mean, is that like the Tom Hanks movie you pick for number 8? What about the Terminal? What about the Terminal or Castaway? Castaway was like a fucking one-man show.
Yeah.
That movie was only good because he's a good actor.
Yeah, Castaway. There we go, Castaway. Yeah.
This list is bullshit. I give it a 3 out of 8.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 8.
2 out of 8.
Yeah.
That was bullshit for bullshit people.
That was bullshit for bullshit.
Well, here's a very unusual list.
Okay.
That I think is way off the beaten track.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever done anything like this particular one. It's from Gorving.com.
Okay.
It's the 100 best town slogans for small towns. You know how like towns have slogans?
Okay, this is new. All right.
And these are the best ones.
Okay.
So starting at number 100, I'll do it by tens. Madisonville, Kentucky, the best town on earth. Number 99, Jefferson, Wisconsin, the Gemulich City. It's some German word. I don't know. Number
Is it
98,
sweet?
Livingston, California, the last stop. Number 97, Menomonee, Wisconsin, traditional yet progressive. Number 96, Versailles, Kentucky, history, horses, hospitality. Not in that order, I think. Number 95, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, the Switzerland of America. What? Number 94, Kingman, Arizona, one grand adventure after another. Number 93, Burkeville, Virginia, the little town that could. Number 92, Modesto, California, water, wealth, contentment, health. Number 91, Elkhorn, Wisconsin, living in harmony.
The Switzerland of America.
That's the best one so far.
That's great.
The Switzerland of it. Like, what does that mean? Do they make cheese there? Are they very neutral? There are a lot of banks. The chicks got big titties. What's going on?
Chicks got big titties. How much you want to bet?
That must be it. All right, number 90, Hershey, Pennsylvania, the sweetest place on earth. Number 89, St. Louis, Michigan, middle of the mitten. Number 88, Whitmore, Iowa, cares more, shares more. Number 87, Bluffton, South Carolina, a state of mind. Number 86, Ashland, Wisconsin, Ashland Tops, Wisconsin. That's sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Number 85, Junction, Texas, land of living waters. Number 84, Hyder, Alaska, friendliest ghost town in Alaska. Number 83, Coachella, California, city of eternal sunshine. Number 82, Riverside, Iowa, where the trek begins. Because that's Captain Kirk's birthplace.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Okay.
number 81, Janesville, Wisconsin, Wisconsin's Park Place. How bad is it that I knew that was Captain Kirk's birthplace?
You're such a Trekkie.
Trekker.
Trekker, whatever.
Trekkie is derogatory.
Why is that derogatory? I always called myself a Trekkie back in the day.
Because it sounds like something a kid would be.
It's not derogatory. I don't care what anybody says.
Number 80, Harrison, Michigan, 20 lakes in 20 minutes. Damn. Number 79, Anita, Iowa, a whale of a town.
A whale of a town.
Number 78, Cairo, Illinois, where Northern Enterprise meets Southern hospitality. Number 77, Hurley, Wisconsin, where 51 ends, family fun begins. I guess that must mean Highway 51. Number 76, Lufkin, Texas, see the forest for the trees. Wow, the irony was lost on them. Number 75, Eustis, Florida, the city of bright tomorrows. Number 74, St. George, Utah, where summer sun spends the winter. Number 73, Dodge City, Kansas, the wickedest little city in America. That's an odd thing to advertise. Number 72, Desert Hot Springs, California, clearly above the rest. And number 71, Hazel Green, Wisconsin, point of beginning.
Point of beginning?
The wickedest little city in America?
The wickedest little city in
What
America.
do they got going on there?
Can I go there? I'd love to go there.
I
for a
want to
little
know what
while.
they got going on. All right.
You know, shit.
I gotta pause to tell you, Mary. I wonder if this is on here somewhere, but Marielle told me once that she went through a town where the motto was "Respect our speed limit."
Respect our speed limit.
That's what it says. Welcome to whatever. Respect our speed limit. I was like, wow.
Respect our speed limit. Dude, nobody respects speed limits.
Usually not now. Number 70, Claxton, Georgia, fruitcake capital of the world. That is so many meanings and none of them are good.
No.
Like that either means that you have horrible cake, or the people there are just loco.
Yep.
Number 69, Tombstone, Arizona, the town too tough to die. Number 68, Bangor, Michigan, Train City, USA, in the heart of Apple Country. A little too many things going on there. Number 67, Poniatowski, Wisconsin, center of the northwestern world. Number 66, Addison, Texas, where Dallas goes for fun. Maybe that's where Debbie goes. Number 65, Glenpool, Oklahoma, the town that made Tulsa famous. Number 64, Lowry City, Missouri, where the Ozarks meet the plains. Number 63, Ormond Beach, Florida, the birthplace of speed. Do they mean like meth?
Or do they mean the movie?
I don't think either of those are good. I
Yeah.
mean, the movie was good, but that not as a town motto. Number 62, Weed, California. We'd like to welcome you. Oh, God, a pun.
Oh, God.
Number 61, Happy, Texas, the town without a frown. Wow.
I can't help it. That made me giggle.
Did the movie Speed take place in Florida?
I don't remember.
I want to say
I don't remember.
California. I thought it took place in California. I don't know.
I thought it did too, but I guess.
Who knows? Number 60, Cherryfield, Maine, blueberry capital of the world. At least not the blue waffle. Number 59, Lodi, California, livable, lovable, Lodi. Number 58, Britt, Iowa, founded by a rail, sustained by the plow. Oh my.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Number 57, Glendive, Montana, where the best begins. Number 56, Algoma, Wisconsin, warm welcomes, cool breezes, and hot fishing. That seems to be a little jumbled. Number 55, Broadview Heights, Ohio, the highest of the heights. Number 54, Delmore, Maryland, the little town too big for one state. Number 53, Eastland, Texas, where the wild meets the west. Number 52, Knox, Indiana, where opportunity knocks. Another pun.
Oh, God.
And number 51, Andover, Kansas, where the people are warm even when the weather isn't. That's awkward.
What? Oh, my God.
Well, it's about to get a whole lot weirder.
Oh, God.
Number 50, Beaver, Oklahoma, cow chip capital.
Uh-huh.
Isn't cow chip, doesn't that mean poop?
Yeah.
All right, the capital of poop. All right. Number 49, Beeman, Iowa, you're not dreaming, you're in Beeman. Number 48, Blue Earth, Minnesota, earth so rich the city grows. Number 47, Mixia, Texas, a great place to live no matter how you say it. Number 46, Phoenix, Oregon, the other Phoenix. Number 45, Show Low, Arizona, named for the turn of a card.
Oh, I made you laugh so hard.
Number 44, Shenandoah, Texas, more than just a song. Number 43, Kanab, Utah, Little Hollywood. Number 42, Hampton, Virginia, first from the sea, first to the stars. Number 41, Swanton, Nebraska, dear hearts and gentle people.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to move on. Not much to say other than these are very amusing. Number 40, Bushnell, South Dakota. It's not the end of the earth, but you can see it from here. Number 39, Three Rivers, Texas. If you lived in Three Rivers, you'd be home. Number 38, Buckley, Washington, below the snow, above the fog. Number 37, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Make yourself at home. Number 36, Wakefield, Kansas. It'll take you by surprise. That's sexual. Number 35, Hiko, Texas, where everybody is somebody. Number 34, Boardman, Oregon, on the river and on the way. Number 33, Leavenworth, Kansas. How about doing some time in Leavenworth?
Oh, man.
That's awful.
That's horrible.
That's terrible. Like, there's a big prison there, isn't there?
Yeah, Leavenworth is the military prison.
Number 32, Wahoo, Nebraska, home of the famous men. Wow, all right. And number 31, Morrison, Colorado, the nearest faraway place. Home of the famous men. What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
And why is the town called Wahoo?
Are they talking about, like, maybe, like, what's his name there? Oh, God.
Is there somebody named Wahoo?
No, the Brain Fart City.
That's next on the list. No, I'm not joking. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was thinking about this old movie actor who was in a bunch of stuff. John Wayne. Maybe that's where he's from? Famous people?
I gotta look. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I mean, that's the only thing I think of.
Because I don't... No, he's from Iowa.
Then I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a shot in the dark there.
Yeah, you missed. Number 30, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, winner's choice. Number 21, Littleton, New Hampshire, a notch above. Number 28, Haleyville, Alabama, home of 911. What?
What?
Okay, this next one's amazing, Tanya. Number 27, the town is called Gas. It's in Kansas. Gas, Kansas. Don't pass gas. Stop and enjoy it. City Council had fun with that.
Apparently. Why would you do
Oh, I gotta drink some water here, huh?
Why would you do it gas?
Who the hell knows? Number 26, Hereford, Texas, town without a toothache. Number 25, Gretna, Virginia, ain't no big thing, but we're all growing.
Okay.
Number 24, Freeland, Pennsylvania, the most happening place on earth. Considering I've never heard of it, I would say that's false. Number 23, Newton Falls, Ohio, the town with zip.
The town with zip.
Did anyone realize that zip can mean nothing?
Right.
Number 22, San Andreas, California, it's not our fault.
Get out of
so fucking stupid.
It's not stupid. You gotta laugh, though. Come
What
on.
the actual shit? Oh. Number 21, Melbourne, Iowa, right on top, not down under.
It's not our fault.
Number 20, oh, let me stop there. Yeah, Melbourne, Iowa, not our, right on top, not down under. That's cute, I guess, but...
Oh, God.
Don't pass gas.
Don't pass.
Stop and and home of 911. What?
Why would you say
I don't know if they
that?
let the people of Haleyville, Alabama know, but they got 911 everywhere.
Yeah, home of 911.
The fuck. Number 20, Paradise, California. It's all the name implies. Number 19, Walla Walla, Washington. The city's so nice they named it twice. Number 18, Manhattan, Kansas. The Little Apple. Number 17, Apex, North Carolina, the peak of good living. Number 16, Rockwell City, Iowa, the golden buckle on the Corn Belt.
What?
Number 15, Union Springs, Alabama, serendipity center of the South. Say that 10 times fast. Number
Nope.
14, Eaton Rapids, Michigan, welcome to the only Eaton Rapids on Earth. I somehow doubt that. Number 13, Garden City, Missouri, a touch of heaven on Highway 7. Number 12, Moscow, Maine, best town by a damn sight. Okay.
Okay.
Like, it's a pun.
Oh.
Because there's also a dam there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
A site of a dam and a dam site. It's bad. Now, number 11, Forest Junction, Wisconsin. You can get there from here. What?
What?
All right. Are you ready for the top 10?
I hope so. This is
Zion.
great.
Number 10, Superior, Wisconsin. I'm a Superior lover. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I hate puns so much. And you're laughing.
I can't help it.
Number 9, Boswell, Indiana, hub of the universe. That's a little presumptuous, don't you think?
It's a little arrogant. Okay.
Number 8, Drumright, Oklahoma, town of oil repute. Oh, now you ain't laughing at the pun.
No, that's kind of stupid.
Number 7, Spring Lake, Michigan, where nature smiles for 7 miles. Number 6, Peculiar, Missouri, where the odds are with you. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Number 5, Livonia, New York, some bigger, none better. Number 4, Jewel, Iowa, a gem in a friendly setting.
Okay.
Number 3, Linesville, Pennsylvania, where the ducks walk on the fish.
What? I don't know why. It made me giggle.
I don't get that one. What are they trying to say?
The ducks walking the fish.
I got it. That's something you would say.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I Googled where the ducks walk on the fish, and I found out why.
Why?
They have like a river or lake or something that is so overpopulated with fish that, yes, ducks can walk across the fish.
Oh, that's cool,
There's
actually.
pictures of it, yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. I guess it's a tourist attraction. People spill bread onto it, like onto the flapping fish, and then the ducks run out across to get the bread.
Oh, that's cool.
That's crazy. All right,
That's crazy.
number 2, Hooker, Oklahoma. It's a location, not a vocation.
Oh, snap.
I'm glad they cleared that up. I mean, I don't think it works so well for their sister city, Whore, Alabama. But, nah, I'm joking. That doesn't exist. And number 1, Gettysburg, South Dakota, where the battle wasn't. I think Hooker should have been number 1.
Yeah.
All right. Well, out of 100, that was really fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious.
I'm gonna give that like 98.
I'm going to give it a 99. That was really good.
I think we got time for one more, Tanya.
Let me just check real quick. Yeah, we got time for one more.
All right. I should probably save this one for Jesse, but fuck it, we're doing it live.
All right.
It's from memestash.com, the 15 worst jokes ever told.
This is going to be painful, isn't it?
If the website loads, it might be painful.
Okay.
But right now, it is proving difficult.
The jokes are so terrible, it's causing your internet to slow down.
I think the website might be down right now.
Oh, well. Okay.
I can't even bring up the mobile version. So, all right, never mind that. That website doesn't exist or something.
Oh, well, okay.
All right. Well, all right. Let me pick a different one.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Well, here's one from the anime fans. Hopefully, this makes up for his weird video game list. It's from rantlifestyle.com, and I mostly picked this because the name of the list is just horrifying. It's 20 times cartoons were naughty, and it was awesome, and disgusting at the same time.
Oh, God. Oh, goddess.
All right, I'm going to have to screen share to show you this.
Okay.
Because they have, like, GIFs and shit. So,
Why do I think this is going to be bad as hell?
because it is already. I just looked at the first one. You ready, Tanya? This is number 20.
All right, here we go.
You see it?
Oh, God.
So we got this guy with a floor buffer, and there's this old granny straddling it, and she's got this look on her face like, oh, yeah, this is getting me there.
My goddess.
For some reason it's on that. Grandma needs love, too. Number 19...
No.
There's a guy licking a cat or something?
That's dead.
Well, I know the thing says necrophilia, but how do we know the cat's dead? It's moving. See the arm? I think it's a joke about licking pussy.
Oh. Okay, that bird is dead, right?
That's not a bird, that's a cat. But I know it says that there, but that's a cat.
Yeah.
Right? It's got a collar.
It looks like a cat.
Smiling. It seems this pussy likes being licked. Number 18. What the fuck is going on there?
Come on. Rugrats. What are
That's
you
from
doing?
Rugrats, and it looks like a very perverted... What's that kid's name? Tommy?
Tommy.
He's checking out one of the other kid's dick? Is that what's going on?
No, it's gonna be a camera trick or something.
A camera trick? It's a fucking cartoon!
Well, you know what I mean, like, well, because you can move the
Look at
camera.
the look on his face. He's like, yeah, let me see that dick.
No, that's not a thing. It can't be a thing. No.
It's a thing in the kid's pants, and look at him. Look at his face. He's being molested. He's not happy.
Oh my God, this is killing me.
Why each of these are on here twice for some reason. This is from Ed and Eddie, and one of them is reading a magazine called RedTube. Obviously, that they didn't know that there would be a website called RedTube that was porn.
Yeah.
But yeah. Number 16. It's from Cinderella, where I think the thing was that they were making the necklace. I forgot what was actually going on there, but it looks like they're pulling anal beads out of Gus's ass.
Well, actually, they did.
Wait, I've seen Cinderella. I don't remember that. I remember, weren't they just putting the beads on his tail or something like that? Like, weren't they collecting them?
I could have sworn that because maybe it's because it went by so fast, but I remember they were making the necklace for Cinderella there for her dress.
Yeah.
And
Why would there be... Was the joke that because he's a fat motherfucker, he ate the beads and they pooped them out or something, or?
I think. I'm not sure.
All right, well, here's Alice from Alice in Wonderland looking like she's snorting some cocaine.
She's getting some cocaine there,
What
man.
was that, actually? It was a sugar, right?
I think it was sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 14, we got Michelangelo grabbing some booch off of April O'Neil here.
That actually is correct. Yeah, he actually did do that.
I don't think he realized what he was... Well, no, he realized. I don't think she realized what he was doing.
I mean, dude, she's got big knockers in that series.
April O'Neil was stacked in the 1987 cartoon.
Yeah, she was really stacked.
And they got bigger as the show went on. I think the animators were having a little fun with that.
Hi,
All
kitty.
right. Number 13, what the fuck is going on with the Rugrats? Why are there so many dick jokes? So, like, the little girl is, like, bobbing her head near the other baby's crotch, and she comes up, her mouth is covered in some white foamy substance. What am I supposed to think?
Pretty Angelica.
What the hell's going on for real?
Rugrats.
All right, for number 12, well, I realize that this kid, I don't know, he's nervous or in pain or something, and the other kid is trying to make him feel better, but it looks like they're having relations there.
Yeah, butt relations.
Mostly because of the repeating gif, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Number 11, oh, Tarzan getting right up in Jane's titties.
I
I think he's trying to listen to her heart or something, but, like, when you look at it, he does put his head, like, right between her tits.
Yeah.
Oh, Disney. You so dirty. Number 10, I get... What show is this? Wait, is this Speed Racer? It looks like Speed Racer.
It's Speed Racer.
The caption says, if there's a hole, it's a guy's job to thrust into it. Well, at least it's Speed Racer and not like Pokemon or something. Alright, number 9, Hey Arnold. There's a sign that says try my sausage, and this old guy's looking over in that direction like, what?
I could tear that the animators did that on purpose. That was...
With Hey Arnold, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
By the way, is that character not like the blackest black kid ever in a cartoon?
Yeah,
Like, he's got like a 10-foot afro and he's holding a basketball.
Yeah, come on,
Like,
dude.
come on, stereotype much?
Right?
You know, like the white kid has like a bow tie on.
Try...
Stereotype much? Okay. Number 8 from Magic School Bus. Do you remember the episode of Magic School Bus where the class gets transformed into fish eggs and fertilized with fish semen?
Oh, I remember that. Oh.
That actually happened. That's not taken out of context.
No, that actually is a thing.
Like, you see the kid trapped in the fish egg, and then this big fucking sturgeon-looking motherfucker comes and, like, jizzes all over him. That's gross.
Yeah, that was a pretty... Wow, yeah, we were learning,
Okay,
right?
number 7, I mean, this is from anime, right? It looks like a deer shooting lasers out of its asshole or something, or something's shooting
Maybe it's a Pokemon.
Oh, wait, you're right, that is Pokemon.
Yeah,
Because I've seen that in, like, Smash Brothers or something.
yeah.
Alright. Number 6. Okay, SpongeBob is clearly blowing into a condom there.
This still doesn't explain the SquarePants.
That's a condom, though, right? I mean, what else could that be?
No, it was something else, but yeah.
That's a condom! I don't watch SpongeBob, but that is a fucking condom. Okay. Number 5, yeah, Tinkerbell twerking.
Back before it was known as twerking. Yeah.
She invented it.
Mm-hmm.
She got ass for a white girl.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
Alright, number 4, oh, well, yeah, I mean, Heifer looking at his dick in the bed, Rocco's Modern Life was a dirty show.
Yeah, that was a dirty show. Come on. Yeah.
So, I mean, he's clearly jerking it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, but they had so many, like, gay sex jokes and, like, dick jokes in that show.
Back when...
It would never air today.
No, I was going to say never aired today. No.
Number 3, that's from SpongeBob, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the character's name, but he's getting squirted in the face by something yellow, and he looks very happy about it.
Squidward.
Squidward? Okay.
Squidward.
Now, it's like, tell me that's like mustard or something.
It is.
Okay,
but it does
looks
look like a golden shower, though.
He's being peed on, and he likes it.
Yeah.
Number 2, the not-so-little mermaid. Oh, it looks like Sebastian's trying to hump their fin, and she's saying, Sebastian, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, that's not where you... Well, I don't know where you would, because she got fish parts, but...
Apparently right there.
Well, she said you're doing it wrong, so... Okay, now Tom and Jerry, like, Jerry's looking at an eclair, and it just looks unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
That's number 1. Well, what do you say, Tanya?
God, I'm gonna say 9.
I need to move this down so we're not seeing that anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9, even though my brain literally went.
I'm gonna say 8 because a few of them only worked because of the repeating animation.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the butt sex one.
God.
Yeah. Tinkerbell twerking, I mean, that was put in there on purpose too, you know. That they did that on purpose. But anyway, that's the show. We do gotta stop early because Tanya's gotta, I don't know, go have sex with somebody.
I'm going over to her friend's place.
To have sex with that friend.
Well, she's pretty.
Tanya gonna get laid.
And yes, I'm Polly, and you know the wife is coming with. So.
So it's gonna be a big fat orgy.
Well,
Well, see you guys. Send me lists.
Have a good one.